married people who are no longer married or complain about it, I feel honest about. They don't mention how much of the hard stuff they did not do initially. Oh, it was so easy before. And now, oh my God, what's going on? Right?
Right.
Because again, you're past that stage. It's like reality is hitting. And then, no, well, that sounds like marriage is awful. No, it's not. It's amazing.
I agree with you 100% when you say that. The truth is that most people who got married did not start out correctly in the first place. That's just the truth. They made that decision solely based on how they were feeling at the time. That's just the way that it is for a lot of couples. They did not start out by making sure that they knew whether or not they were aligned. So even when we're talking about something like Christian worldview, what's funny to me is that people will literally call themselves Christian. They will say things like they are God-fearing. They will say they have things like a Christian worldview. And they will still at the same time look you dead in the face and tell you that, but he has to be 6 feet tall and have a six pack, but she has to have cute toes and thick thighs. And I want to genuinely ask them, in which scripture in Genesis does God describe the proportions of Adam or Eve? Where does God tell you that Adam had a six pack, was 6 feet tall, and Eve had thick thighs and cute toes? So again, they will still call themselves Christians, say they have a Christian worldview, say that, well, I believe in, the man should lead and the woman should follow and the woman should be submissive because God says so. But still would not even be able to answer, well, where does God tell you what they had to look like? Like, what scripture is that? Like, show me the scripture where God tells you what your life partner had to look like. Is it even in there? This is what I was saying when I said men have more control than they actually, when it comes to their dating and relationships, and they actually think that they have. Because what's really happening is they're creating a frustration because they can't bend the world to their will when it comes to dating and relationships, versus just really trying to focus on what is it that they actually have control over. What you actually have control over is, one, having a good self-inventory of who you are. What are the things about yourself that you love? What are things about yourself that need to change? Being crystal clear as to what those things are. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then going out there and looking for a life partner that aligns with who you are. I'm not saying you shouldn't be attracted to your partner. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if you think that that's one of the primary things that you need, you clearly have not been paying attention, because for decades, people have been choosing who they're going to date and be in a relationship with and marry based on what they look like. And yet we still have most relationships still fail. Clearly, that is not the answer. That's what I'm saying. If that was the answer, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in right now. That is my point.